game. I got a new guy here by the name of Kyle. He hasn't had much experience playing the game. So as a noob, what do you expect to learn in this game?
To be honest, at first I see it primarily as something along the lines of Modern Warfare 2. That's kind of what it looks like. But I expect a similar experience, but I hear it's even better. And that's kind of hard to top. So graphic-wise, it looks amazingly beautiful. So that's what I'm expecting from this game.
My man, Juan Carlo. Did I pronounce that right? John Carlo. What do you expect to see in this game?
Well, like he said, it does look a little bit like Modern Warfare 2. I haven't played much of it either, but one thing I'm noticing from the trailer is there's a lot of big, huge cinematic moments, like big-ass buildings falling. Am I allowed to say that? Yeah. Okay. Big-ass buildings falling over and stuff like that. And if that's actually during the game and not in the cinematic, I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that kind of stuff.
Okay, on your dog tags, you know, in this game here, when you with the dog tags that are coming out, if you get a guy in a melee kill, you get his dog tags. But also, if you get killed, that guy gets your dog tag. So what are you going to have on your dog tag when you get killed?
Oh, I don't know. That's
What's your gamer tag? What do you use?
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. What about you?
Duffmaster Fresh.
Oh, geez, that's a direct shout out to The Simpsons. What about you, my man?
B-Wall.
Say that.
B-Wall. My first initial and my last name in half. B-Wall.
B-Wall. What about you, Sam?
Mine's X1 Life X.
And what about you, Dave? Are you Medic 1 or what?
I'm Time Paradox 1. Time Paradox 1. Anybody look for that kill? I'm taking y'all dog tags. I'm telling you right now. Everybody, take them.
My man, Glenn, we're not ignoring you, brother. This is all part of the big crowd. What would be your gamer tag?
White chocolate.
White chocolate. You're the only white chocolate out there in the whole gaming world.
Probably not, but I'm the best looking one.
What is your favorite platform and why?
I like Xbox 360 because it doesn't crash. The network doesn't crash. I don't know. I don't have either. I use Wii because, like, you know.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. I play Wii with my 10-year-old. We play golf a lot. All right, guys, I'm going to toss this back upstairs to control booth, and we're going to watch a little bit of single player footage. Stopping for? I don't mind, guys. I guess we're late to the party. We're DLT. Hang it right up there. You ever ask yourself how this part of the world gets so f***ed up all the time?
I just work here, Dave. They were investigating a lead on a possible chem weapons site at Grid 80. For now, you're the only element I've got to send. Jackson's last known position was Spinza Meat Market, and they're in a bad part of town. Go.
Make sure you have positive ID before you engage.
ID your target. Tell the OD to blow those ammo dumps further away.
That's a quick trimmer, boys. We're like 90 clicks from a major fault line.
Not a single civvy. I don't like this shit. Gun! Sniper! Popping smoke! Engaging! Get him inside! Come on! Come on! Fire! 12 o'clock! Here they come! Take that guy out! Give me a sit rep! I'm up! I'm up! I'm up! I'm fucked up, but I'm up! RPG, Mike 12! Second floor! Stay away from the floor!
And we're back. So, you guys loving the trailers? That's awesome. We got more feedback from the players downstairs, getting their tags, getting their information. So, I'm here with Kevin O'Leary, brand manager for Battlefield, and we just want to talk about some of the expansion packs and the DLCs and all the stuff that's going to keep us busy coming up. So hey, let's hear it. Talk to us.
We're not even at the launch of the game. We're already going to talk about what's going to come after that. It's always good and fun. So the first thing we'll start with is the Back to Karkan expansion pack. So for those of you that are Battlefield 2 players, you're probably in their seats cheering right now. So this was a set of maps and collection from the Battlefield 2 days, and of course reimagined now in this powerful Frostbite 2 engine. So we've got a bunch of really cool stuff. The first map, of course, is going to be there, Strike at Karkan, one of the fan favorites. We actually had a great poll we saw recently where Back to Karkan was rated the #2 best multiplayer FPS map out of every game, every map so far. So it was really cool.
So how's that going to change with Battlefield 2, with Battlefield 3's Frostbite 2 engine and this destruction?
You can definitely see some of the screenshots alone. The fidelity is just incredible. But with the destruction, it always brings that new environment that the world is alive around you. So you're shooting the walls, coming in behind someone, steal their dog tags, rather than just going in the good old entryway and having a guy waiting for you knowing that you're going to use the door. It always opens that level of uncertainty. And the great thing is, of course, it works both ways. It can be your best friend to go get someone, but if you're, reloading behind cover, boom, it's gone. You're a sitting duck. So it's always fun to have that unknown of what's around you in your environment.
Outstanding. Now, we've heard a little bit about the limited edition. We got a little bit of the European stuff. Anything coming out for those of us on this side of the pond?
We got quite a bit of stuff coming for you guys. So, of course, we like to support all of our fans, consumers, and the different opportunities that we have out there. So you'll be seeing some of the same things, like the Physical Warfare pack. Those will be coming out later of how they work for the North American players. But
so tell us a little bit about the Physical Warfare pack. What does that entail? What's there for those guys? And if we're going to be expecting that, maybe something similar to that, then we'll definitely want to hear more about it. So tell us about that Physical Warfare pack.
Totally. So one of the great things about Frostbite Engine, and for us what it means is it's an immersive experience, and it's very physical. When you play the games, you get that very gritty, real feeling. You feel almost like you've been sweating with the character on screen. So a part of that physical experience is putting together this package of physical attributes for weapons. The first is one of our big support machine guns, and on top of that, it's a bipod. So one of the things you can do in Frostbite 2 and, of course, Battlefield 3 is mount your weapon pretty much on any surface. So if you run crouch down, go through your zoom, you're going to see the character mount it for better accuracy with the support class. And you can do that on almost any surface. If you're standing, and of course, obviously going prone, fan favorite, and you get the best level of accuracy being the most stable. So that's one of the elements. The other one was the SKS flash suppressor. So a cool thing for a recon class, which is usually the long distance spotting information, you can get a little bit more. The SKS is sort of a mid-range rifle. You can get into the fight a little bit closer, but obviously don't want to give away your position. That's key for a sniper. It will suppress your flash, so you can still support your guys from a mid to close range in a different style. So those are a couple of them in there. Our last one is actually early access to the Dow shotgun. We've had that actually for quite a few Battlefields. I want to say 21 or 1942, but it might have definitely Battlefield 2. We're adding in the flechette ammo, which is the new kind of shredding style. So any kind of non-solid concrete wall, including people, shrubbery, wood, it's going to go right through that stuff. So it's a great kind of mid-range, very short-range weapon if you needed to be in the houses, clearing out areas. And it's class agnostic, so you can use it with any of the different classes.
Outstanding. Well, one of the other things that's been teased and we're trying to get a little bit more detail about is the battle log. So I think you're in a prime position to talk to us about the battle log, and just give us a feel of what we're going to see from that. What is it really going to do for the gamer, and how's that going to change things the way we're used to dealing with games?
Battlelog is incredible. I've been seeing this stuff for a while, so I'm so stoked to finally get to talk about it. One of the first things that we love about it is just bringing our community to one place. All Battlefield games, all in one location. If you're a PC player, it's going to be literally your whole hub. So there's going to be a bunch of UI elements on there. You'll launch the game from the Battlelog website. So it's going to be your hub and bringing everyone together in one location. Obviously, you can work with your friends on there. You can chat with your friends. You can set up specific matches. You can join and create platoons, which are basically clans. So if you want to get in the competitive side, And actually down that angle, we've been working with our esports teams. So we're going to have a really good, smooth system so that, when you are out there, you're playing very hardcore, you're in it to win it, take no prisoners. We're going to make sure that experience is not only flawless, but also feeds back properly to both sides so they can track your stats and everything's official.
Now, for stats tracking and for all that information, how's Battlelog going to bridge some of the different PC players from the console players? I mean, are those going to be separate in silos, or are you just going to see something that's going to tell you that this was on the PC side or this is on the console side? And how is that going to go so we can see, maybe PC players can see how they're doing, hold up against their usual competition, the consoles?
One of the great things about what we're building with Battlelog is it's real time. So if I'm on there and I get a kill, a couple seconds later, it's going to populate right on my battle stream there. We have a feature that's very much like a Facebook feed where you're going to see all your friends, like what they've done recently, how they're playing, or achievements they may have unlocked. Same for yourself. So it's going to be a good feed of like, hey, here's all my buddies and here's what they're doing. Likewise, you can see where they're at and jump into the game instantaneously with them. But as far as comparing stats and stuff, of course, like Battlefield's always been about persistence and tracking like your progress, getting you from one to the next. For me in Battlefield 3, the way that I kind of interpret it and the way I've been playing it is that the journey really is the reward. As you're going along, you're like, oh god, I can't wait to like upgrade this next part or like unlock this next element. And with our class-based system, it really is tailored the way that you want to play.